Welcome to the first episode of this Los Angeles Rams franchise. This will be the first episode and we'll be starting straight away. Let's take a look at our coach. This is Coach Dreddeus. He is the new coach that will be taking over the LA Rams in this challenging season. In this scenario, Sean McVay has headed over to Hollywood to become a movie star. Let's take a quick look at the settings for this franchise. I'm starting at the bottom. I'm just turning all of these off. I want to basically do everything myself. I want to, just take care of everything here. We will have 5-minute quarters. Maybe get 1 or 2 games into each episode. We're gonna turn off the minimum roster size. And apart from that, you can see that everything here is turned on and pretty much the basic. It's set at the skill level All Pro. I just feel like All Madden is just absolutely unrealistic at times. So I think All Pro is the best way to go, and we will be adjusting sliders if we feel the need be. We're here at the beginning of preseason of the 2021 season. This is Madden 22, so any game that you start will be at the beginning of this 2021 season. I do not want to forward just to get the right year number up there, because that would really mess with the player ages and so on. The roster file I'm using has all of the draft picks from the 1st to the 4th round included, so very realistic right there. And I will be going along in this franchise. It will be a bit of a different experience. Of course, it always boils down to a bit of a rebuild, but compared with the quick and dirty rebuilds or the realistic rebuilds, we are going for a story-driven experience here and really more gameplay experience. So let's dive straight into the roster. Take a look at what we're working with. All right, we've got 3 quarterbacks. Of course, we've got Matthew Stafford as our QB1. He's got a star dev. He's 33 years old. His ratings are very good. He's the number 6 ranked quarterback in the league. Very happy to have him in here, of course. But of course, what we will be focusing on is getting a backup quarterback that will take over from Matthew Stafford in the future. He does have a bit lacking attributes in regards to his movement, but more than makes up for those in his accuracy and throw power. Behind him we've got John Wolford and then Bryce Perkins, 2 young quarterbacks that are there as backups, but way below anything that we really want to see at the quarterback position. Our halfback core is led by Cam Akers, who has the number 3. He got that from OBJ, who is still a free agent at this point in time. So it's May the 1st. Of course, any signings after that in offseason will not be included here. I really like Cam Akers. He's a great running back, but I feel like he will have to really get going and show what he can do. We saw small glimpses in the last season, but still some ways to go, but he's my starting halfback. Behind him we've got Darrell Henderson Jr., also a very able-bodied halfback. He's injured. He's going to be out for 41 weeks with a complete MCL tear, so missing the full season. Behind him we've got Kyren Williams, 71 overall halfback. He's a rookie now. He's out of Notre Dame. He was picked in the draft. So the first rookie to be in here. Next we've got Jake Funk. He's from Maryland, 66 overall. And then we've got Raymond Clay, also injured and 63 overall. So the halfback position is pretty clear cut. That'll be Cam Akers. We've got no dedicated fullback. That's something that I will intend to change pretty quickly. On the wide receiver core, of course, up there, Cooper Kupp. Fantastic wide receiver. He's ranked #1. Obviously, he received 3 crowns in the last season, and he's got a superstar X factor already. Allen Robinson, new trade from this free agency window. He's a star dev, 82 overall, and yeah, will be about the same in quality as OBJ, I expect. Then we've got Van Jefferson, 25 years old, 78 overall. Tutu Atwell is injured at the moment, he's 21. Ben Skowronek, he's at 24, 67 overall. And Brandon Powell, 66 overall, 25 years of age. So wide receiver core is actually pretty well set. We'll take a look at that in the team build-up then. Tight end is Tyler Higbee, 28 years old, 82 overall. He has star development trait and well-rounded tight end. Not very quick, but again, he's got good catching and so on. So valuable player right there. Behind him, Bryson Hopkins. Jacob Harris is injured. And then we've got Kendall Blanton. So only one real tight end that we will be able to rely upon. Back then we've got Bryson Hopkins. Left tackle is Joseph Noteboom, who received a new contract in this free agency, in this offseason. 71 overall. I am not crazy about him. He does have good attributes hidden in there, but if you look at it, he's just not that well-rounded. And he's 26 already, so let's see if he can go up a little bit. Behind him, we've got Tremaine Ancrum Jr. He is a scheme fit, 23 years old, 57 overall. So yeah, as a backup, I'll leave him in there, especially heading into this new season. I will not be changing or changing the roster in any way. I will be doing that at the end of the season and maybe mid-season if we are struck by injury. Left guard, David Edwards, star def, 24 years old, 74 overall. I'm actually happy with that. He is not that old, he will improve, and he's got good attributes already. And don't let that yellow fool you, he will be into the green pretty quickly. Jeremiah Cologne, what a name, first up, and then 57 overall. Not that fabulous, I have to say, so nothing more than a backup. At center, we've got Brian Allen. He's 25 years old, 73 overall. And then we've got the ratings. He's strong, he's got good awareness, he's good in the block, so he's a good starting center. I do want to see how he can develop over the course of this franchise, but for the moment, I am happy with him. These are filler positions that were used to fill up the roster. I will be letting these go as soon as we hit the regular season. At right guard, we've got Logan Bruss. He was signed now in the draft of 2022. 23-year-old rookie out of Wisconsin, normal def trade, 69 overall. Again, nothing crazy. Looking at his stats, he's got very good strength already. And behind that, all of those other stats, he will be slipping into the 75s and into the green areas quickly. So again, a player that I'm actually pretty happy to have, because that position was just not the best at, before the draft. Bobby Evans Jr., 24 years old, 66 overall. Bit of a mixed bag right there. We'll have to see how he develops. Right tackle, Rob Havenstein, 29 with an 84 overall, highest ranked player in that O-line, and at the moment one of the highest ranked tackles, so that's very good. Again, here's a filler. Left edge, we've got a Sean Robinson, 75 overall, 26 years of age, normal def trait. Yeah, he's covering that position pretty well. He's got a very solid injury rating, so he will not be injured as quickly. That's important. But of course, he's not the most dangerous edge rusher. We've got Michael Hucht here. I will be giving him a face just to make sure that we're looking at the players right there. Let's go with this one. At right edge, of course, we've got Aaron Donald, the best edge in the game at the moment, 30 years old, and a superstar X Factor already at the beginning of this franchise. And behind him, we've got Marquise Copeland, an understudy and a backup. D-tackle is Greg Gaines, 25 years old, 77 overall. Very happy with him. He should improve quite nicely, and will maybe get an impact from motivational bumps right there. Bobby Brown III, behind him, 21 years old, from Texas A&M. And yeah, 69 overall. He's a backup at the moment. We are playing with one D-tackle, so not to worry. Leonard Floyd is our left outside linebacker, 81 overall, 28 years of age. So looking good right there. And yeah, number 8 ranked left outside linebacker. This is very positive. We'll have to keep the age, of course, in our view to see when he will start to decline. But for the moment, that's very good. Mid linebacker is Bobby Wagner, transferred from the Seattle Seahawks. Superstar X Factor. He's 31, so he is not the youngest, but he's a fantastic mid linebacker and a great addition to the defense right there. Next to him, I will be slotting Ernest Jones, 21 years old, 71 overall. He is in his second season right now in real life, and he really played a very good season last time around. So looking forward to that. We've got Trayvon Howard here, 25 and 65, sorry, and then Christian Roseboom. Again, I will be giving him a face just to be on the safe side. All right, next up we've got the right outside linebackers. Justin Hollins is our starter here, 72 overall, 25 years old. Not crazy about this, but his age does give me hope. So the overall is not the main focus point for me right now. I really think that he will improve over time. And we've got Chris Garrett behind him, 23 years old. So pretty young players all around. At corner, we've got the next superstar X Factor, Jalen Ramsey, of course, 26 years old. And yeah, he's number 1 ranked cornerback. Fantastic player, puts insane pressure on the offense. So happy with him. David Long Jr., 23 years old, 73 overall, normal def trait, but very quick, very agile. And he will be my CB2. And then behind them, we've got the rest of the cornerback core. Grant Haley, Robert Rochelle, who's injured at the moment, Darion Kendrick, that was a draft pick from the 2022 draft, and Kareem Orr, of course, as a further backup. Free safety is Taylor Rapp, Terrell Bridges, and Jake Gervais. So I will be putting Taylor Rapp as my starter. He's 23 years old, and I think he's a really good safety. I do hope that he will be improving quickly into the 80s, but he's definitely a player for the future. Strong safety, we've got an injury to Jordan Fuller, which puts Nick Scott as our strong safety. He is now the number 61 ranked, so not all too great, but again, his age should let him improve. And finally, we've got Matt Gay as our kicker, and a punter is Riley Dixon. A punter that I'm not too crazy about, and I think we will be replacing him quickly. His kick power is very okay, but kick accuracy just is not. So this is the overview. We have the following draft picks heading into this season now. And apart from that, I think we're done with taking a look at the team as it stands right now. Okay, so this is the team as it stands right now. At this point in time, I set Kyren Williams to fullback. I just want to have definite player assigned at that position, and he's actually at 80 already, so that is very, very good. This makes Cam Akers my primary halfback and Jake Funk as my secondary. Matt Stafford here at the QB position, the wide receiver core, no surprises in there. I've got Cooper Kupp and then Van Jefferson behind him. Over here, Allen Robinson and Ben Skowronek, who I want to see improve. Up there, the O-line, similar to what we just took a look at. This is the rookie from this season, and Rob Havenstein. Tyler Higbee at the tight end position. Defense definitely looking a bit better due to the 3 superstar X factors, but apart from that, we've got a lot of young players that simply will have to improve. The overalls are not that insane, but we're starting from a pretty good point. Not too bad, but also not too great. Special teams are okay. Kick return, punt return are all done by Powell here. Brandon Powell, he's actually 66 overall right now, but he's very, very well suited for these 2 tasks. And let's take a look at the specialists. All right, we've got Van Jefferson as my slot wide receiver. I am happy with that. Cam Akers, and here again, very good. And for the nickel and dime defenses. All right, I like this setup a lot. We are good to go. So in this franchise, I will let you see more. Obviously, I will be cutting way less. So that we will be moving along the journey together. This is the scouting overview. We have these 5 scouts at the moment. I do not want to fire him, I just wanted to sort it. You know that in the new scouting, you have to choose the scout who's specialized on certain positions. At the moment, I have not yet decided who I want to be looking at. The prospects are being generated in week 1 of the regular season, so nothing for us to do here. But yeah, let's just head into our first preseason game, see how the team performs, and maybe collect a few informational tidbits on what we need to change. All right, so the first game is up for us. It's the first preseason game, the first time that we see our team in action. We are looking to gather information, nothing really more than that. So yeah, let's get going right now. I am the worst defense player that has ever existed in Madden. I'm not a great Madden player at that, but my defense is even worse than the offense. So due to that, I will only be playing offensive snaps. So here we go. Stafford on the ball. I will be looking to find Cooper Kupp, of course. Let's see. Nice catch. We pick up the first. Clock keeps on running. Let's go to the tight end angle next. Let's see if we can't get Tyler Higbee into position. I'm keeping an eye on my offensive line. All right. Threw that into double coverage straight away. Let's see if we can't get the halfback slip screen to work. So Matthew Stafford eyeing Cam Akers to his left. Passing the ball to Cam Akers, who is pricked up pretty quickly. That screen didn't really work. And the Chargers prove the toughness over their defense. Let's go with 4 verticals here. Cooper Kupp, my intended receiver. But of course, anyone can be picked up right there. And off we go. And yeah, thrown out of sack. I was smashed into straight away. And this is what I meant. Stafford is an okay quarterback, but he is definitely lacking in the agility. Okay. I tried getting that ball out of bounds, but that did not work. All right, a Z spot and go. The first one here. And it's Allen Robinson, my intended receiver. First time I will be passing to him. And I just didn't get the separation I wanted to see. And this is him, Joey Bosa, who's taking us down. All right, let's go with the mesh spot here. Cam Akers heading out to the right as my primary receiver, but nice thing about these spots is that about the mesh plays is that you can pick anyone as I'm sacked again. Our offensive line simply needs to improve. That's pretty obvious right now. But what a nice throw. And Cooper Kupp takes off to the races, pushed out of bounds here. And there's someone on the ground. That's Sebastian Joseph Day, formerly of the LA Rams, now for the LA Chargers, and unhappy at his injury here. We did pick up the first down. That's a positive. Let's go the run play here. Let's push through, or try and push through as we pick up around, I think it was 1 yard at the most. Before I go with the throw play, let's go with this one. Let's go the quick slant here. Cooper Kupp, of course, my intended receiver, but I'm also keeping an eye out for Blanton, as he should be freeing up. As again, I'm sacked. This is not working that well. But we are in field goal range, so we'll be picking up points anyhow. Tyler Higbee now the target to the right hand side, heading out there. And again, a throw out of sack. It's just the pocket collapses so quickly that I can't wait for the players to really complete their routes. And I spoke too soon. I get sacked while throwing, and Samuel Jr. picks the ball off, and we have no points. You can see that our defense is really working very well. This is something that I usually go for. Get a strong defense just because I don't like playing the defensive snaps. This enables me to play the offensive snaps and focus on that part of the game. And the CPU takes care of defense as Allen Robinson takes the ball out to the left side. And Coach Dreddeus tells him what to do. All right, here. He was completely free. That was nice. Just not really gaining speed as quickly as I would have liked. So let's go with the halfback wide zone. Let's hope that Cam Akers picks up quite a few yards towards the right here. As we head out, does pick up speed, but again, just no room here to really gain an advantage here. I think slot cross. Let's get Jefferson into the game as well. The momentum has shifted already. That's not good. Let's try and get that back by scoring a field goal. And what exactly happened? I thought that he had the ball safely in his hands. That was not the case. So let's continue with the flood here towards Bryson Hopkins. All right, here we go. This is preseason, so this is the reason why we have different players in here now. I do want to see my backup options and how they perform. This is why we can see Ben Skoverneck here, Jake Funk, and so on. Wolford now the quarterback. Let's give him a little bit of experience here. Let's just hope that their secondary is similar to our secondary, so that we at least can get going a little bit. would like to take a win here. Right, Walford looking for Powell here on the slant. And picked off again. Not crazy about that. By James Jr. Actually felt like that would be a good throw, but yeah, obviously not. No points on the board here in the second quarter. This is very, very exciting, to put it that way, or not. Now here we go. And again, ball not really getting there. Let's give Jake Funk a go. And we can feel the momentum shifting. You can see the screen moving. Definitely not what I want to see, but Jake Funk here. Actually, pretty powerful player. Not as quick as Cam Akers. But nevertheless, at 3rd and inches, we should be picking that up. Let's go with here with a halfback zone. Let's just push that in, pick up the first. That's all I'm interested in right now. And of course in scoring some points here in the second quarter in this first preseason game for the LA Rams in this franchise mode. Double slants. I have a feeling in my gut that this will come back and haunt me, but I'm going with Powell. No, I'm not. I'm going with Funk, but I'm overthrowing, which is not really what I wanted to see. Let's go with the cross. And we welcome Kupp back, so the routes should be better now. My controller is vibrating and pulsing. And yeah, inaccurate and a bullet pass, an injury to Johnson here. Let's go with the halfback slip screen and hope that the screen works so that Funk can really get into position and pick up that first down for us. All right, works quite well, breaks one tackle, but then he's taken down by Woods here. And now Matt Gay, first time on the field. Let's go with a field goal here. I would like to pick up the points. It's slightly inaccurate, but luckily my aim was good enough as Matt Gay puts the ball between the sticks here. And yeah, looking good. I think we will be going into halftime with the first points on the board. And now my aim is to just push back on that momentum meter, because I do not want to risk any inaccuracies. I need to break into a run and slide there, pick up the first. That's actually pretty nice, but a penalty. All right, that goes against us. Tremaine Ancrum Jr., left tackle backup. Sadly, our efforts are in vain, and the nice run by Wolford. Not really counting here. Right, nice pass here to Skoverneck. Bear in mind, almost all of the players on the field are in their 60s now. It is 2nd and 10, so we pick up 10 yards. That's okay, but not really what I want to see. Bryson Hopkins, my intended receiver right now. But only if he does open up. I hope to go with Cooper Kupp and expect to see that a lot from me. Bad passing is my forte. All right, both on the board now. Let's go with the mesh spot, Jake Funk here. And to make matters worse, I did not improve our and drag down. I tried to get out of there. So I think it's safe to say that Wolford will not be our franchise quarterback as we head into halftime. 3 both sides here in a rather slow first game. All right. I will be setting the offensive focus to, yeah, Jake Funk. Let's go with a running inside here. And let's take a look at the defensive focus. I think we'll defend the short pass here. Looked like they utilized that quite a lot as we prepare to return the ball left. Ball is underway, and I let the ball go out of bounds. So we start at the 25. We're going with a PA boot here. Powell, my intended receiver. Let's hope he gets into space quickly on this play action. And a nice pass, unexpected catch here by Powell on the right side. We pick up the first down. That's a positive. And according to our game plan, we will be focusing on the inside runs with Funk here. He's quite powerful, but not that quick. So let's hope that we move ahead a little bit. This, of course, is the draft class from the 2021 season. Not the one that was picked in the past 3 days here. Bryson Hopkins, come on, let's get into space. Under pressure, inaccurate. Not really what I want to see here. But it's good to know that my backup players are not to be trusted. And we really need to be very wary. Alright. I actually felt like that ball would reach its intended receiver. But yeah, picked off once again as the Chargers score a touchdown, and we're down 10-3. Let's see if we can't get the run working here, but to be honest, I'm not really expecting it, and went for a safe catch here, but slightly overthrown. Let's go the bunch drive. Now Skowronek, I have a feeling that he might be the best out of all these on the pitch right now. Of course, apart from Cooper Kupp. Thrown straight into double coverage. Really on a roll right here. Let's go with Powell. See if he can't get some space in between. And wow, that was insanely inaccurately thrown here by Wolford. I really understand the fans. We're at 4th and 5. And let's see if Riley Dixon can't get that pass to the 1-yard line, which was my intended target here. And Kareem Orr tackles straight away. No big gain as we go behind by 13-3. So get used to this picture. Me behind. And yeah, let's see what we can do. And it's Skowronek picking up the ball here. Avoiding 2 tackles, but then taken down. So we're still at 2nd and 10. Let's go to tight end angle, and Bryson Hopkins. He is now right in that corner. Wolford passes, but these passes are just woefully inaccurate. So painfully inaccurate. All right, let's go into coaching. I do want to put Matthew Stafford back in here. Now I know what Wolford can do, so that's good to know. But I'm not happy with what he's doing. Kupp, Robinson, we've got quite a few down here, of course. I will be going with these wide receivers. I want to give them a bit more play time, but I like to really draw this game as we are down by 13 points now. So let's see if that is at all a possibility. We will be sticking with the run game now for the next few plays as Jake Funk powers his way through, tries to get to the 1 yard line. I think we're at inches. Okay, that's second and down. So halfback dive will be our next run. If you remember, we chose to opt for more inside runs with Jake Funk. That actually works quite well as he picks up a few yards, and especially that first down. We're now at the 46. Let's go with a mid draw here. Again, slightly to the right my route run here, but yeah, still going through the middle as we pick up, what's that, 4 or 5 yards. And now Ben Skoverneck, my next one here. I would like to see him improve over the course of the season. I really liked his role in the Super Bowl as we're down to 3rd and 11 as we get sacked. Just takes a bit too long for the receivers to really get free, as we are now at the 2-minute warning and completely behind here. We are now looking for Powell or maybe even Cooper Kupp if we're feeling adventurous, but I'm just not really trusting. Wow. All right, no separation, no chance here as I'm taken down, and we're at 4th and 21. Wow. All right, we're gonna go for play action here. I'm looking for a very specific one that I like to utilize in situations like these. It's the PA wide rag wheel. Usually the right side frees up. I'm gonna go with Cooper Kupp here, and oh my god, and I'm immediately swarmed by defense. I can barely get the ball underway as Rumph II injures himself here. 16 and 3, and yeah, we see the player on the sideline. Let's try and do that again. I like how that worked. And if Cooper Kupp can get into space, this is a guaranteed touchdown. Should bring us back. And actually, very nice catch, very nice throw, but really badly caught and intercepted by Harris here. So this first game is giving me an idea of what to expect. I always felt like All-Pro is enough of a challenge for even avid players, and I've been playing quite a lot of Madden, but and sacked again. I need to get used to that. I usually play with a very mobile quarterbacks, but Stafford is more of a quarterback that needs to be in the pocket. So I'm gonna leave him in there as the seconds are ticking down here. And yeah, let's stick in here and go for an aggressive catch. And can't hold on to the ball here. And we're 18 seconds down. So only a lot of Hail Marys here. I actually hate those plays here. So let's go. Let's try and do that one again. Final go here. If we're lucky, we can get Kupp into space. If we're not lucky, then you will see me get sacked again. And I actually managed to break a tackle. Cooper Kupp does get the ball, so I'm partially happy here. But we still have such a long way to go. And time will be running out. So at the end of the first preseason game here, we stand at a 16-3 loss against the LA Chargers. All right, I've decided to end the episode here. to cut this short and forward to the regular season. To be honest, I've gained all the insights that I needed from this preseason, which is we need to improve. That's about that. Apart from that, this is the end of the first episode. The next episode will be covering week 1. I hope you liked this episode. If you did, please like and subscribe. That always helps the channel. And as always, thank you for watching and see you next time.